lovely people, my name is Winnie Luthian Tai. Welcome to my channel Plants and Such once again. Now, if you have been following me, you would know that we are on lockdown once again, and it's just been extended for another 2 weeks. So, what better time than to implement a DIY project that I've been thinking about for quite a long time now, as in a few years. Actually, I saw this DIY on a different channel, which is called Engineer Your Space. I will put the link in my description box, the original video that I saw, and you can go and check it out yourself. Well, this DIYer, her name is Isabel, what she did was she made over her newly rented apartment's balcony. And what was really interesting was she wanted to actually extend her balcony ledge so that she could put things on it and it won't fall over. And because it was a rental, she couldn't actually drive screws into the original concrete ledge. What she did was genius. She constructed a wooden ledge that could insert right into the original ledge of the balcony with like a backing so that she could put plants and she could put her coffee and her books there and it won't fall over. When I saw that video, I was like,
I could do that.
So I'm going to try and implement her idea, but to modify it according to the rails on my balcony. I would like to make like a planter box or something like that to sit on the rail of my balcony so I can add more plants. You know, everything I do in my balcony is to expand the real estate so I can add more plants. This week I'm going to do just that, but before that I'd like to show you what I'll be working with. So I've just been using some of these metal frames to hold my plants. They can be hung outside the rail as well, but I've included lots of zip ties to make them more secure. I even zip tied a pot to the rail. But I thought I'd try something different for this side of the rail to give it like a more coherent look. So the short side of the balcony is where I'm going to be implementing this idea. I'm going to try to make something, well, let's just call it a planter box that would sit snugly into my rails. To start, I drew up a simple plan with calculations and ordered the wood online. I found a shop that would cut the pieces to size for me, which is really good. Now this is actually a waterproof recon plywood with the thickness of 18 mm. Well, in hindsight, I could have gone for something thinner because the 18 mm planter box turned out to be pretty heavy. But before anything, I measured each piece of wood to make sure that the sizes were cut correctly. And then I marked where the joints were going to be. I used wood glue to make the joints more secure. Then I drilled pilot holes before adding the longest screws I can find in our local hardware store. I made the planter in 2 parts, which was a good idea at first, but then I realized that I had not anticipated something. Now that's the 2 parts of the planter that you're looking at. That's the top shot. As you can see, I have to join A to B. To do that, I have to drive screws into where the arrows are. I bet you already realized that the opening on A is not wide enough for my drill to get into, to drive a perfectly horizontal screw across to B. It's a good thing I can improvise. L brackets to the rescue. Okay, I have some L brackets here that I just bought. So because these L brackets are supposed to be mounted like this, and you put a shelf on top. Okay, so most of them have this little thing here, right? Now because I'm going to use it the other way around, like this, to hold the boards together, it's not going to sit flush. It's not going to sit flush because of that little knot there. To solve the problem is quite easy. I'm just going to slice off a little bit of the wood, and then voila, it sits properly now. So I need to kind of angle this. I'm going to add a few more to make it sturdier, and then we're done for the day. See you tomorrow. The next day, I decided to add 2 more pieces of scrap wood to the sides of the planter to keep the pots from falling out. Although I really don't think it needed them, but just to be safe. And then I painted the whole thing white. Firstly, because I wanted it to look like part of the ledge. My ledge is white. And secondly, because paint seals wood and it would make it waterproof. The paint has dried for 24 hours and the sun is shining outside. It is time to install. Well, actually insert the planter box and put the plants on it. I'm so excited. As you can see from the footage, the planter is actually pretty heavy. So this planter can face inside or outside, but for now I just want you to face the inside of the balcony. I do find it a little bit white. Those of you who know me would know that I'm not really into white colours so much, but I suspect once the plants grow over the panel, you won't see much of the white anymore. Anyway, it's time to style! Overall, I'm pretty happy at how this turned out. Now I have more space for more plants. And with that, I will bid you farewell, but before I go, may I please ask you to smash the like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Do check out my series My Space, My Plants, where I visit plant friends to check out their amazing cribs and plants. Thank you so much for watching this week. I will see you again in the next video. Bye!